gonna do a very special thing I call Jim's pork sandwich. I've got a new assistant with me right here. His name, what's your name, young man? Patrick? Well, that's interesting. Have you always dreamed of being on Let's Get Cooking?
Yeah,
Pat, would you say your favorite cooking show is Let's Get Cooking?
Yeah, basically.
That's right. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a pork sandwich with Pat. So first, what we're gonna need, come on over here, is we're gonna need a pan. Can you say pan, Pat?
Pan.
Pan, that's pretty good. And so what we're gonna do is we need the leftover pork from before. Can you hold this and maybe dump that in there? But don't touch that pan, it's mighty hot. That was fun, wasn't it? Let's get cooking. So what we're gonna do, Pat, it is Pat, right? Here, there's a little thing in here. That's your nickname. What's your real name?
Patrick.
This is Patrick.
You know, I've worked with young kids before, and Pat, I feel compelled to assist young kids in their cooking journey. Let's get cooking. Did you know that cooking is very relaxing? Can you stir that around? You're doing it wrong! I'm joking, you're doing great. Let's get cooking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the pork in there, and then it's gonna steam up and do a bunch of stuff. You don't have to jab it like that. And then, Pat, what do you think about some cheese on that pork? Yeah, cheese. Let's get cooking. Hey, you know what I would do, Pat? Is I would give it one quick, let's get cooking. Go ahead.
Let's get cooking.
Nope.
That was all right. As the pork cooks, I'm gonna spend some time getting to know this youngster named Pat.
No, this is Patrick.
You know, cooking, do you see yourself maybe having a future in cooking? You know?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe when you grow up you'd like to have a show like Let's Get Cooking?
Yeah.
And so, Pat, how are you enjoying your quarantine?
It's nice.
It's good? Can you give the camera a Let's Get Cooking?
Let's get cooking.
That was great. That was great. Some people are naturals. Most people are not good. Let's get cooking. Let's get back to our pork. Now what I like to do, Pat, is I like to get them each into different sections. And let me show you what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put them on this bun. These are challah egg rolls. Can you say egg roll?
Egg roll.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on here. Since it's pork, you want barbecue sauce on there?
No offense, but I don't like barbecue sauce.
Okay, so we will put no barbecue sauce on it. We'll put cheese on it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get cooking. All right, now we're at the part where we're gonna make this fantastic pork sandwich. But one of the things we need is cheese. Now, Pat, I want you to do something here called cut the cheese. Have you ever heard of that? Can you cut the cheese for me? Let's get cooking. We're having fun with kids. So here, Pat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the cheese. Now, you've never heard of cut the cheese. Do you like to cut the cheese, Pat? I'm not, all right, here, so let's get cooking. There's one piece of cheese. Can you say, I cut the cheese?
I cut the cheese.
Let's get cooking.
Oh, forgive me for that.
Let's get cooking. So Pat, what we're gonna do now, Pat,
No, this is Patrick.
what we're gonna do now is after you cut the cheese, this guy cut the cheese.
I know what that means.
You do.
It means it's funny.
Oh, please, we're cooking. Let's get cooking. We're gonna put the cheese on the pork sandwich. Should we call this, what kind of sandwich should we call this? Should we call it Jim's famous pork sandwich?
Yeah. Jim's famous cheesy pork salad.
And you know, a lot of people are not as, I understand you're nervous working with me, you know, and stuff like that. Can you give the camera one quick, let's get cooking?
Let's get cooking.
Okay, we'll do it in post.
Let's get cooking.
Okay, these things are called buns. Can you say bun?
Done.
Let's get cooking. Now what we're gonna do, right now that pork is cooking and the cheese is melting and it's getting, let's get cooking, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and grab it. So let's get cooking. Come on in for these cheesy, whoops. Let's get cooking. 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 You know, Pat, did I ever tell you that when I was a young kid, I had no idea that I would grow up and have a quarantine cooking show. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
All right, let's get cooking.
I had no idea this was coming.
So here, Pat, can you help me put the tops on the sandwiches? You don't want barbecue on there. So we'll put that on there. And should we cut it down the middle? Let's get cooking. No, look at that. Wow. And that's what's called beauty. A lot of people, you know, they consider me an artist, you would say, but I'm just a humble guy who's just really good looking, who is just very good at a lot of things.
Like cooking.
Like cooking, dancing, modeling, it's a lot of things. Let's get cooking. We're gonna put this in the warmer. We're gonna save it for later on. So, Pat,
This is Patrick!
say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to Let's Get Cookin', hit the subscribe button below. And I'm going to show you more complex and fascinating dishes you can make during quarantine. Let's get cooking.
My favorite color is gray. My least favorite color is red. Make that subscribe button gray.